today we are going to be answering questions that YouTubers don't want to answer. Do you hate meeting fans? Has YouTube given you anxiety?
Anxiety? You said anxiety.
Always a top asked question on any Q&A. How much money do you guys make?
Hopefully YouTubers don't get mad at us because we might be exposing a little things. What's up, Jatie fam?
We
Welcome
are
back.
live
from
where it all
Michigan.
started, baby. That is right. And today we're going to be answering questions that YouTubers don't want to answer.
I know. Okay, so hopefully YouTubers don't get mad at us because we might be exposing a little things that maybe you shouldn't be exposing.
Dropping all the tea. We're speaking for all the YouTubers out there. Actually,
No.
not really. We're just kind of speaking for ourselves. But you're a YouTuber, right?
Are you?
I mean,
I was. You're just like a fighter.
I'm like a wannabe. But,
you're a wannabe
I'm just
YouTuber.
a wannabe out here, but
Josh only dated me to become a YouTuber.
oh
That's actually a fact.
gosh,
No,
the tea is dropped.
I'm just
Actually,
kidding.
we're gonna get into that later in the video. I like how you brought that up because that actually correlates with the question that somebody asked.
Okay.
But with that being said, we're gonna answer the question.
Without further ado, let's do.
I usually do that.
Wait, that was so awkward.
Okay, yeah, come on, come on.
Wait, babe, you missed.
Did I?
What? Josh, do not be inappropriate.
Alright. We're just gonna start with this one. Do you hate meeting fans or when fans come up to you in public?
Okay, in all honesty, No. There's only ever been one time.
Actually?
No, not one time. There's
I
only
think I
ever
know
been a
this
couple
scenario.
times, and I never hate it. It's more so like a cover.
He literally was sleeping and we start filming and now he wants to play with his chicken.
He does it every time we film. Look at him. It's not good. You're guilty.
Come on, man.
Anyway, what I was gonna say is it's never. Don't let him have that.
You got that, didn't you?
Okay. Anyway, it was never I don't want to run into a fan. It's more so like or I don't like meeting fans. There's been times where I look like absolutely terrible. I'm like, I hope I don't see anyone. But then when I do, I'm always like, oh, I don't care. Like they're always so sweet and like it's always the best thing ever. So I never hate running into fans.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I actually love running into fans because they're so nice always. Like
the only scenario I was thinking of is the one where you met someone in the locker
that
room
was
and you were
bad.
naked.
and then they were like trying to like
At
they were
the
like go
gym.
in the shower, go take a picture with her, and I'm like, wait, I'm naked. And then they were taking mirror selfies, and I was in the background naked. I was like, oh my god, nudes get leaked from like
Yeah, but
like not by choice or like literally like just me in the background changing. Like that would be the ugliest
that
picture
would be bad.
ever.
But with that being said,
we love
I mean
meeting
my
fans.
answer would be I love meeting you guys. You guys are awesome. Even like
Actually,
I feel like no matter what, the only thing I ever feel bad is like if it's like post gym and I went to grab food and
when
I'm
you're,
like sweaty and stinky and I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope someone doesn't come up to me.
I really hate when like we know they're a fan and they won't come up and say hi because I'm like, just come up and say hi. And then sometimes we'll like try and make it like easy for them, like we'll make eye contact.
Yeah, but you can't
and wave or,
approach
no, you
them,
can't be like,
but
oh, you're a fan of
you
me?
wanna say
Okay,
hi.
cool. But like also it's very obvious, like a lot of times you guys make it very, very obvious. They're like, oh my gosh, and then they'll like point. So we're always like, okay, so should we go say something?
Yo, just
like,
come up and say
just
hi.
come up and say hi.
That's better.
Yeah.
But regardless, like the
I
answer is we love
wonder,
meeting
I
you
really
guys.
wonder if anyone's ever had a bad experience with this. Like, do you ever think that? Like, what if someone was like, maybe thought like we were like, I feel like they couldn't think that, but like maybe they did. Like, there were maybe like two people came up at the same time. We took a picture with someone else first, and maybe it like made them
I don't
upset or
think so.
like.
I've never like left a situation and been like, yo, they
I felt
probably
rude.
hated us.
No,
or, like,
but
I
like,
felt
but
rude.
that's what I'm saying. Like, what if someone did?
The
Like,
only
they were
thing I
like-
think anyone like might say is like, I don't even know.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. They might say that. I don't even know.
No, I was gonna say I feel like maybe they might say like, oh, like why does he look like that? Like, cause like if I'm dusty, like
You always look cute.
if
Shut up.
if I guess I'm going to get my morning
to the next
coffee,
question.
like my hair be looking like this or something, and like, ugh, why
Oh
does
yeah,
he
because
look
that
like?
changes a lot.
Why
for
does
us.
he look like that?
Maybe they're just focused on the arms, so they'll be fine.
Sure. Okay, next question. Has YouTube given you anxiety? And anxiety?
You said anxiety. I get really bad anxiety.
Okay, anxiety.
Honestly, I am very, very fortunate that I do not struggle with anxiety. I mean, everyone feels anxious, but I don't have anxiety, so I'm very grateful because I know we have friends that do go through that, and like that is
Totally.
something that sucks and is really hard to deal with. So,
But like, I'm curious. The question is like, has YouTube given you that? Like,
No.
how would?
I
like-
felt stressed. I felt like, but I've never felt like anxious in a situation, or like I wouldn't say anxiety. Like for me, it's like I've been stressed because of YouTube, but that's everyone's
That's
job.
not the same.
Pretty stressed. Yeah, it's completely different.
I would say definitely not for me.
I know it brings a lot of YouTubers anxiety.
Yeah.
But I also feel like a lot of YouTubers do have anxiety. So
True.
like I don't know if, but YouTube could also, if I had anxiety, YouTube probably would bring anxiety.
Yeah, I was gonna say stress. Sure. I mean, I think any job brings stress, or like if you're, I don't know, if something's not going well or you haven't done something you need to do, like that brings stress and maybe like a little anxiety. But I would say from YouTube, no. The answer is no for me. Okay.
But that's not answering for other YouTubers, because I feel like it, for a lot of YouTubers,
like I said, we're just answering for us, and we're YouTubers, so. What is the best part about being a YouTuber, or like the top pro?
Okay, my top pro, well, I have two, so sorry, I don't have a top. I think the job is so fun, the opportunity, the experience, the flexibility in your schedule. Like, I don't think there's a better job out there. It does come with things that people don't talk about. Well, I'm sure YouTubers might.
We're gonna get into the cons. We're gonna but this is the pros.
Honestly, like, I just think like the flexibility, the freedom, the opportunity, and like also the part two would be like the power it holds to like influence. Like, there's a reason that you're called an influencer, because I take that pretty heavily. It's like people look up to what we do. Sometimes they look up to our relationship. So I always want to like set a good example, because I feel like it's a very important role in my opinion. Because sometimes it might just look like a number on the screen, be like, okay, so like a couple million people saw this video. Like, that's a lot of people. If you were standing in front of that many people and they were doing what you were doing, are you doing something that's honoring your morals? Are you doing something that's honoring like what God would want you to do? Like, are you being a good person? Are you setting a good example? So that's
she hit the nail on the head, bro. With that one. Well, I mean, if Katie B just wants to, you know, answer every question, like an answer I would answer, you know, it's fine. I'll just say like, same. Yeah, same. Next question. Same. No, for me, the best part about being a YouTuber is ran out of stores on the SD card. But
we suck at YouTubers. Maybe we should be answering this
The best part for me is her, but I mean that is the awesome part.
I do love that part.
I think the best part is freedom, because like we work a lot, but like I love being able to create our own schedule and work around things, and I love being able to work from anywhere. It's like most people, if they left like where they live and came to Michigan like we are right now for a couple days, it's like they're not working at all, which also is a good thing. But like we can still come here, we can get work done, and we can travel and work from anywhere. And then also I was gonna say the part that Katie B said is being able to influence or be a part of like all of your guys' lives is like a huge pro, and like probably the best part for me is because like we always get DMs and messages every day of like stuff from you guys, like amazing stories or some heavy stuff.
That's like sometimes I don't even think like we realize it. It's not like, oh, we saved your life, but like that is a like role that like does come with being a YouTuber. Like, oh, you guys helped me through like depression, or you helped me get through this, or like some pretty heavy stuff, and it's
you
really
guys
cool
motivated me to work out, like just all this positive stuff, and like that's what definitely like I would say keeps us going and like keeps us like super amped and motivated to like keep making fun content, energetic content, and all of that. So yeah, I would say the best part is definitely the Jatie fam. You guys are awesome, and like I know I always say this, but like it literally like feels like a family. Like you guys are so awesome. Like you've been there for our ups, our downs, like every positive, every negative thing in our life for the past 3 years, and it means a lot to us. So we love you guys. You guys have helped us through a lot as well. And I know we've done the same for some of you guys, which is awesome. So we love you guys. Had to get a little sentimental there, but anyways. Why did you guys decide to do YouTube?
Okay, so
and obviously this is gonna be different for every
obviously YouTuber, my answer was like when I
was a YouTuber first, and like who just hopped on my bandwagon?
No. I just like love making arts and crafts, and then I was watching like a whole bunch of like YouTubers back in the day. Decided to like start making YouTube videos, and I thought it was so fun. I thought it was just such a different thing, and it wasn't really popular when I was younger. So like it was something I tried to hide from people for sure, because everyone was like making fun of me for it, and I was like embarrassed. But now, like as I got older, I was like,
wow. Look at me now.
No. Not even that. But like to me, it was more so, it just became such a fun thing. And then I was like, wait a second, like this could be a job. Like that's what, and by when I thought it could be a job, I thought like I'd be making like minimum wage doing YouTube. I just thought it'd be like a fun job. Like I'd rather do this than like go work at like a fast food restaurant. Like I didn't think it could be a career. I thought it could just be like a job, you know?
Just get by, having fun.
And anyway, then I like learned like you could literally make a full-blown career of it, and I kept doing it, and it started getting bigger, and I just like literally felt so passionate about it, and like I loved it. And then I met Josh, and the reason I think we started was because, well, for me, and the first I was like trying to convince him to do it. Not really, he didn't want to do it.
I was gonna say, for me, it was like, it's not that I didn't want to do it, it's just like I didn't even know like anything about YouTube. I didn't watch YouTube at the time, so it was like felt very like, she's like, oh, come be in my YouTube video. I'm like, bro.
For me,
like,
my motive for doing a channel together, I was like, oh my gosh, like we could go on trips and we could go travel together for free. I really just want to spend more time with Josh, and I was like, we could hang out more. It was like more like I just want to be with Josh more.
And I was like super weird at first about starting a channel together. I mean, this was at that time, it had to have been like 3 months of us dating, and she was like super eager about it, and I'm like, yo, like I don't want to give anyone the wrong impression, or like
he was kind of more so worried about
like
our relationship.
I'm like only being with you because like to do YouTube, like I don't even want to.
He didn't want to come across as like, and that's what I kind of liked about Josh is like I met like some
I was like, if
people.
we do YouTube, we're starting like from scratch. Like it's not gonna be on your Katie Betzing channel. It's like we got to do this. And she did have a vlog channel at the time, so we just.
I was gonna say,
up on
but like
channel,
it got like 1,000, 2,000 views
on that.
But I kind of respected that because he was like, look, I don't want people to think like I'm just bandwagoning off you or like. And honestly, it's so cool because Josh brought like a totally different value to like what my career was going, the direction it was going, and we started something like completely new and even better. Not like that my channel's
no, it's
better.
just different.
It's like a different dynamic,
but
and
again,
it was such a fun thing,
like
and it still is.
Like I'm a very all-in person, so it's like when we started doing it, it was fun. I was like, okay, like teach me how to edit, like
yeah,
she taught me how to edit.
It wasn't
and,
like he
was
was
like,
just there, and
I wanted to pull my weight, like, cause obviously like she had already like built like I don't know, she had like 780,000 subs when we met, like whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, we started doing it, and like at first I was like, oh, it would just be like something light that we do, like something for fun, like whatever. Maybe we could travel, and then it started doing really well, and I was like, yo.
And it was so, and like.
And then like a switch turned in my head, and I was like, this is awesome. Like this is cool, like we're like all these people like are loving our content, our relationship, and I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Then we full sent
and then
so.
Came Jatie Vlogs.
So yeah, you're the reason I started YouTube.
I know. But you're the
because I don't think I would ever want to
reason.
film with anybody else. Like now I could do it just because like we've been doing it, but like back then it was like that would never even cross my mind.
No, and YouTube. You're the reason though I think our channel, like obviously like I had a big part in it too, but you had taught me so much other things about YouTube and like pushed me even more that I think it was really cool. Like you
teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh yeah, we're the dream team. Like I feel like we just work so good together. Like I don't think I'd work good like this with anyone else. I really don't.
No, I agree. I love it. This is a weird one. Do your hometown friends treat you different now that you do YouTube?
No, and I love that.
Well,
that's
I mean,
like my
for
favorite
you, I
part.
feel like you've been doing YouTube for so
I've been
long,
doing YouTube, so my hometown friends, so I've always like
been a part
just
of it.
Yeah, nothing's ever been different. Like they're so proud of me. They think it's so cool. And as your friends, like absolutely not. They don't treat us any, and that's why I love them so much because you know, like
I think at first like they were like, because I was like went to quit my job and like a lot of my friends we were working together at the same time, and they were like, yo, like are you sure? Like
yeah, they kind of like question
the right
like,
move like that. Like, I'm not saying they never said anything bad, but they're like, really?
Yeah, they maybe quite well because it did seem so like
yeah, like it seemed a little crazy at the time, you know.
But I don't think anyone ever like gave you a hater, and your friends were always
never.
so like supportive, and like what's so cool about
they would
like
help out with any videos or like anything we wanted, like didn't care, and like they were awesome.
And like
no one treated us.
I just think it's so cool how like
don't make fun of
they'll make fun of it, but
don't
not
make
like
fun of
you
us.
losers. Like they'll joke
like
our videos like
yeah, they'll just make fun of us sometimes.
Rightfully
about,
so.
Like, yeah, whatever. Like we're best friends. Like we all make fun.
We make fun of each other like constantly, but I feel like that's like best friends.
That's what friends do. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You just like joke around with each other.
So yeah,
you and your friends are always like, do you get uglier every time I see you? That's what their friends say to each other. Like they just roast each other, but obviously they love each other and they don't.
It's in a very loving way. All right, guys. The next question you guys want to know. You guys want to get juicy, of course. This is like always a top asked question on any Q&A. How much money do you guys make?
Millions. Millions. No, I'm just kidding.
I lose my train of thought.
He lost his train of thought.
Okay, no, I got it. No, okay. They want to know, like, how much money do you make from YouTube? Which is a very good question because, like, to get into it, it's like, as a influencer, whatever you want to call it, like, there are so many different ways to make money.
Yeah, and let me talk about those real quick. So, you can make money from, like, if you have an Instagram, you can do paid advertisement. If you do TikTok, you can do a paid advertisement.
And you also make
YouTube
money from views on those
Google
accounts
AdSense,
as well.
And then also, there's, like, a lot of, like, negotiating with brands, like, working with brands you like. There's, like, a whole bunch of different things
you start your own company, company, if you sell merch, if you're doing this on the side, blah, blah, blah. But today we were talking about YouTube, and you guys want to know how much do you make from a YouTube video. And basically, it's a simple Google search. If you type it in, they say every million views is roughly $2,000 to $3,000, and that's because like everybody has a different CPM on YouTube. Some are higher, some are lower. Like example, Mr. Beast probably makes crazy higher than that because his CPM is super high.
He also has to spend a lot of money.
But yeah, I was gonna say
like that.
So you can like calculate it up if you wanted, but also like to be on the back end, like there's camera equipment cost, editor cost, filmer cost, so much. Like if you're doing a video, like the other day we did a blindfolded challenge, and I think we spent like roughly with editing, filming, all the stuff we did in that video, almost $1,000 to even film that video, to even get that video onto the YouTube channel.
There's some videos.
Let me tell you, real quick, it did not make that much money. That video, so like technically we lost money.
There's some videos you'll lose money on, and then there's some that like you'll make money on because you don't have a high expense. But then there's some videos where like even like think like our fitness channel video. I don't know if we've even broken even on any of those videos.
Yeah, for example,
because we do have a lot away.
Yeah, we do have a fitness channel. Subscribe.
Josh X Kitty Fit. It's so fun on there. But there's some videos like the.
We have not made $1 off of that channel yet.
Well, like we have, but we spend more than we make.
Yeah, like when you have a business, you're putting money into the business, and then sometimes, I mean, we're building that channel up, so we have.
That's what people I think sometimes don't realize with YouTube too, is like when you think about like, okay, I'm gonna be upfront, like we do make good money with YouTube. YouTubers make good money when they get bigger, but what no one does talk about is I didn't get paid $1 for like 3 years.
Well, that's what I want to get into.
3 years, I worked hours and hours. Imagine working like your first job, like 40+ hours a week, and not even making a dime, like literally. Like I guess I made like pennies or stuff, but I didn't have AdSense set up because you have to like a long time ago you had to be approved for it. There was different rules, and it's like I put in so much time because it wasn't really about the money. It was about like just like the fun, that's your like point, the purpose of it.
And it's never been about the money. It's just obviously you guys asked that question, so we want to answer it. We want to be 100% with you guys. But that's what I wanted to say too that I didn't get to touch on. Yeah, it's like any business you're starting takes years to build money if you're starting it from the ground up, and that's something I was gonna say is like especially Katie put in like those years like as a young teenager, building it up, learning, failing, getting better at YouTube, figuring out how to take a thumbnail, figuring out how to make a thumbnail,
figuring out how to
and then even when we started YouTube, I mean we weren't making money. Obviously we started to see money faster from videos because she had already learned and failed all that, and we were just blessed and grew really fast. So yeah.
But I think
there's your answer.
But also like you can't, YouTubers do make good money, but they also have to spend a lot of money, and you don't have to, but if you really want
to. And every situation is different.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like there's so many examples. But okay.
Oh, also something real quick is YouTuber taxes are no joke.
Oh yeah.
Literally no joke. Like the amount of money that YouTubers have to pay in taxes is
That's
insane.
Pretty much any business owner.
But like I just remember my first time making money, and my mom's like, "You owe this much in taxes." And I was like, what are taxes?
Like taxes?
I was like, wait, I have to give the government this much money? I'm like, this is BS. I was like, why? And she was like, well, she was like, explain the whole thing. I'm like, all right,
taxes are always fun. But okay, here's one. Do you feel pressured to post a lot?
I honestly don't feel pressured. I used to a little bit. I felt like a little stressed sometimes when we were posting every day because I was like, I don't want to miss a day because like I felt like I put pressure on myself.
True.
I don't really feel pressured. I feel more so like I miss it. Like if I don't, or like, I think the only pressure I feel sometimes is I'm like, I don't know what to film since we've been doing it so long.
The only pressure I ever feel is just like,
they're gonna like it or not, maybe?
Yeah, I'm like, if like maybe a video doesn't do good and you're like, oh, like people didn't like that. It's like, why didn't they like it? Like, I hope they like the next video. Like that would be the only pressure. I don't ever really feel pressured to post as far as like, oh, we have to post this day, this. So
but I also feel like
it's just like we've been doing it for 3 years. It's like,
it's just like nature.
Yeah, imprinted in my brain. It just happens. Like
if I don't do it feels wrong.
It would feel weird if I didn't. Yeah. If I went like a week we didn't post or even look at a camera, it'd feel really weird.
Yeah, it would.
So maybe that's pressure. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't feel
yeah.
Have you ever posted a video for money or clout? Like just for money or clout? Like it's like I would never do this unless it was for money or clout. Clout. I would say 100% no. I couldn't even think of something.
I'm like trying to think
where I was like,
something.
oh, like we're gonna make so much money.
Has there ever been a video where
like
we were like maybe second guess posting or something?
know.
Yeah, no, I'm really trying to think, like, I'm trying to
I
think,
like want to give you an answer. I really want to be like, oh yeah, this video is like definitely just
definitely the when we got married, you know.
Oh yeah, like the marriage one, 100%. Like money and clout is like 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I want to give an answer, but I can't even think of anything.
No.
Okay.
There's videos that we posted. We're like, this is gonna do really good. I'm excited for, but like that's just because it was like a trend, and we're like, I'm excited to post this trend.
Yeah, and it was funny. And
yeah, but I feel like I get so excited about like the funny videos, like the car washing video. I'm like, I just can't wait for people to see that video.
Next question is, how's the YouTube community? And I believe that could be like two different questions. Like,
about the fans.
Are they asking about like followers, fans, or are they asking about like?
I think they're talking about YouTube community versus like honestly like a YouTube community versus TikTok community. YouTubers are always typically so nice and like I feel like more thought out. Like and TikTok's just so easy to like hate on something. I've always thought that though. Everyone's always said that like YouTubers always nicer.
I would say that our YouTube community, I would say, which is you guys, is
pretty awesome.
Awesome. I mean, here and there we'll get hate comments or we'll get like DMs that are just like outrageous. You know, it's almost like
someone told me that I like starved myself. I got a lip
yeah, it's
job,
almost like a 5-year-old wrote it. Like some of the ones because they're so outrageous or just really bad spelling errors, and those ones are fine. Like you know, it doesn't bother us. Like anything you do in life, you're gonna get hate comments.
The only hate comments that I can't stand, I think, are ones where they like assume stuff about us.
That I don't like.
I don't like when they like assume like why a friendship would end or why they're like, oh well, like Josh did this, so he must be like this in real life. I'm like,
or Katie's skinny, she must never eat.
She must never eat, like, oh, like this. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, you don't know. I was like, we share so much about our life that if you're assuming something, then like,
go back and watch videos and, you know, you can figure things out for yourself for the most part for some stuff. But yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, that's something I don't like. I agree with that.
Yeah, but I would say for the most part, the YouTube community is pretty nice to us. I feel like to us, like some YouTubers get some really bad hate.
Yeah. Do you feel any competition with other YouTubers or YouTube couples?
I feel like
100% no. There's never a time where I looked at another YouTube couple and be like, oh my gosh, like we gotta be better than them. Like what the heck? Like if anything, I feel like we're both pretty positive people. It's like uplifting. I'm like, yo, like they're doing so well. Like
we can all do well together. Like it's like
it's like
grow.
What should we do different? Like they're doing so good. Like that's awesome.
To me, like if another YouTube couple was growing really big and like we're collabing with them, it doesn't hurt us if they grow. Like how does that hurt us?
Yeah, I mean,
like,
don't get me wrong.
Competition.
We are very competitive people.
Oh yeah.
100%.
I feel like with sports though.
Yeah, but it's different.
With ourselves too. If like we're not doing what we should be doing.
Yeah, we want to be great ourselves, but like I don't ever shit on other people's success or like.
I love hearing success stories. I love seeing people like do well.
For me, there's like so much to go around. It's like why would I be like, oh, like we got to bring them down or like, oh, we got to be better than them. It's like it's not like that.
I'm only like we got to be the best version of ourselves.
There was only one, and they don't even do YouTube anymore, or it was a one person, and like he used to always throw shade at our channel. Like
oh my gosh, I totally forgot about him.
So that was the only time where it was like, yo, like screw that guy, like we gotta be better. And
yeah, but not really. That's more so because he treated us like we were like a
fan. He was talking shit about our channel. Like fans would send us like what he would say all the time, and I was like, bro, like this guy is so stupid. And we were so nice to the guy too.
We were so nice.
I literally like DM'd him. I was like, hey bro, like you guys are crushing it. Like we're in the same town as you right now. Like let's do a collab maybe or whatever.
Oh, they're just like fan like this and that, and I'm like, wait, what? The worst part was this kid.
This was years ago.
This was so long ago. We got engaged, and he went on his story, and he was like roasting us, and it was so like because he had seen that like all of our stuff was like doing really well, and like a lot of people that have known him were like he was so competitive, and I was like, that dude, it's not like that.
I mean, yeah, whatever. He's not even worth talking.
No.
It's just like funny because like I had to say I was like, well, there was one time. So
yeah.
Okay, what advice would you give someone starting out or that wants to be a YouTuber or influencer?
Only do it for the right reasons. Don't do it if you are chasing fame, clout. Like you're never gonna be happy. You're gonna reach 1 million subscribers. You're gonna reach whatever goal you have, but you will not be happy if you don't have the true intentions.
Yeah, I would say for me, I would like obviously that, but I would say do something you're passionate about. Like
it has to be something you love.
you love, because you're gonna do it for years, months, like hopefully only weeks before it works for you. But
yeah,
but like
and
if you're starting from
that
scratch, it's gotta be something you're passionate about, because it's gonna take a long time to build something up.
It's gotta be a passion and a hobby, because you're gonna be doing that for free.
And Katie's so passionate about loving me, so
that's why I love this channel, because I'm just passionate about Joshy B.
Facts.
This is a long Q&A.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna answer a couple more questions for the VIP. Woo! If you guys haven't checked out VIP, it's linked down below. It's $9.99 a month. We basically just give extra content and do lives, Google Meets with you guys, and text you guys. It's super fun. We love it. But obviously,
so make sure you check it out.
If you can't afford it, you can't afford it.
If you guys can't afford it, don't worry. We still love you.
The content's coming on here all the time.
Yeah, we put so much content out here, and you guys are still very important to us, and we love
you.
you.
Stay savage, don't be average, and I don't know.
I was gonna say, what's the end? And subscribe. Okay. All right, see you guys.
What's up, guys? Hope you guys loved that video.
Yeah, if you guys want more exclusive content from us, make sure you guys click the link in the bio and join Jatie
VIP. Guys, we got exclusive videos, live streams, Zoom calls with you guys, and also
we have a
get our number.
Yeah, you can text us. We have a huge giveaway coming up if you guys want to be entered to win a $500 gift card to JD Fit or JD Beauty
or Always Plug merch. All you gotta do is sign up. It's $9.99 a month. And then you get all the other bonus stuff on top of that. So we gotta see it. Stay very important. Let's go.